Hello Mr. Tan and friends, today my groupmate and I will be presenting about the dengue cases from 2016 to 2022 and how there are 3 environmental factors that may affect them. Based on the data present in this bar graph, we find that the third quarter of 2020 has the highest amount of dengue cases with 5,175 cases, followed by the second quarter of 2022 and the second quarter of 2020. The first factor we assume has an effect on the number of cases is temperature. In this graph, the darker the color of the circle, the higher the temperature, and the bigger the circle, the more dengue cases there are in that year and quarter. We assume that higher temperatures would lead to more dengue cases, but in the second quarter of 2022, the temperature is 28.4, the number of dengue cases is 4,943, while in the third quarter of 2018, where the temperature is 28.3 degrees, the number of dengue cases is only 239. Therefore, we can conclude that there is no correlation that temperature is a factor that affects the number of dengue cases.
The second factor we assume influences the frequency of dengue cases is relative humidity. The quarterly relationship between the number of dengue cases and the relative humidity is seen in this table. The higher the relative humidity, the darker the color of the bar. Typically, when the relative humidity is higher, the number of dengue cases will be higher too. However, as seen in the fourth quarter of 2017, the relative humidity is 84.67, while the number of dengue cases is only 217, as compared to the third quarter of 2020, when the relative humidity is 75 and the dengue cases is significantly higher of 5,175 cases. As a result, we can conclude that the relative humidity has no relationship with the frequency of dengue cases. The last factor we assume influences the frequency of dengue cases is rainfall. The darker the color of the square on the top graph, the greater the amount of rainfall. We will anticipate that the more rain there is, the more dengue cases there will be. However, when the two are compared together, the amount of rainfall in the third quarter of 2021 is 321.6, while the number of dengue cases is 312. As compared to the third quarter of 2020, when the amount of rainfall is 131.5, but the number of cases is 5,175. As a result, we may infer that the amount of rainfall has no effect on the number of dengue cases. In conclusion, there is no concrete evidence that any of the 3 factors influences the number of dengue cases. And with that, we conclude our presentation. Thank you.